Hello and welcome to edupediaworld.com. Continuing topic Constitution. The question arises in our mind, what do you mean by the term Constitution? And why do we need a Constitution? In simple words, we can say that constitutions are the rules made by people for the people. Like we can see in the South African example, to understand why there is a need of constitution for each and every country. And what does it do? Actually, in South Africa, the oppressor, who were the whites, and the oppressed, who were the blacks, were planning to live together as equals, means equal rights. But it was not as easy as we are reading it. It was really a difficult task for them to live together with equal rights and to live together as equals. And also it was very difficult to trust on each other because both had fears. The oppressed had the fear of being tortured again, and the oppressor had the fear that we being minorities can be tortured by them. So to safeguard their interests, the black majority was keen to ensure that the democratic principle of majority rule was not compromised. And after long negotiations, both parties were agreed to certain points. The oppressor, means whites, were agreed to the principle of majority rule and that of one person, one vote, which means they were ready that all will be having the right to vote and one vote will be counting. Not like $1, one vote. There will be one person, one vote, whether it's black or whether it's white. Each and every person will have the right to vote, will have the right to choose his ruler. And whoever will come in majority, that party will be governing, will be ruling the country. And the blacks agreed that majority rule would not be absolute. They agreed that the majority would not take away the property of the white minorities. And this compromise was not easy because we know that in South Africa the blacks were in majority and the minorities, or we can say the whites, were having this fear that they can be tortured by the blacks, the majority people. So how was this compromise going to be implemented? And even if they managed to trust each other, what was the guarantee that this trust will not be broken in future? These were the questions in each and every person's mind at that time. And we get the answer in this slide. The way to build and maintain trust in such a situation is to write down some rules of the game that everyone would abide by. We play various types of games, or we can say various games are played in various parts of world. Like cricket is not only played in India, but it's also played in England, Australia, New Zealand. But wherever we play it, the rules are the same. We play carom, we play kabaddi, whatever games we'll name, the rules are same all over the world. So it's easy to understand the game. Like that, the constitution, or we can say the rules, were made. And these rules also determine what the elected governments are empowered to do and what they are not. Finally, these rules decide the rights of the citizen. Means under these rules comes the right of each and every citizen of that country. And these rules work only if the winner cannot change them very easily. Whatever party will be in majority, whichever party forms the government, it's not easy to change the rules for them. And this is what the South Africans did. Both the oppressor and the oppressed, the white and the blacks, agreed on some basic points. They agreed that these rules will be the supreme and no government will be able to ignore them. And this set of basic rules are called Constitution. Now we can understand this term Constitution very well. Constitution making is not unique to South Africa. Each and every country has diverse group of people. Their relationship may not have been as bad as that between the whites and the blacks in South Africa. But all over the world, people have differences of opinion and interests. This means to say that constitution is very important for a country, because in a country, the people, the citizens of that particular country, they have their own opinions. All are having different opinions. They are different in various languages, religions, regions, castes, and so many other things. Whether democratic or not, most countries in this world need to have these basic rules, or we can say constitution, which applies not just to the government but also to the citizen of the country. Any association needs to have this constitution. The association could be a country, a club in your area, a cooperative society, or a political party. They all need a constitution actually. What conclusion we get with this discussion? The constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among people living in a territory called citizens, and also the relationship between the people and government. Very simple. Any country's constitution is the rules, the set of rules which is accepted by not only the government but also each and every citizen of that country. The constitution does many things. It generates a degree of trust and coordination that is very necessary for different kind of people to live together, because a constitution only gives the right of equality, which makes easier for the people of different kind living together peacefully. It also specifies how the government will be constituted, who will have power to take which decisions. It is our constitution only which tells us that how the government will work, what will be the role of judiciary, what will be the role of our government. And it also lays down limits on the powers of the government and tells us what rights of the citizens are. Because in any country, the constitution is the supreme law. Whoever the prime minister, whoever has the power, there is a limitation because of this. And not only for the government, also for the citizens. And it also expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. Thank you, and don't forget to log on to www.edupediaworld.com and do subscribe Edupedia World on YouTube for more videos. Thank you.